when I first sat down to start writing this book, what the Lord showed me was a road, and He had me draw it, looked like my 7-year-old's drawing. And I drew the road, and then He started to show me milestones along this road. And He showed me the destination, and He showed me the start. And what I realized was that these milestones were the chapters. And so suddenly I had my book before me in a simple little demonstration, but I knew how to start, where we were going, and what it looked like in between. So my hope with this book is that the reader will be brought along on this journey, and they're going to see how much God cares for them. They're going to learn more about being a child of God and the promises of God. They're going to learn about dying to self and what that looks like and how we do that in our everyday and why that's a beautiful thing, about the renewed mind and having our mind renewed in Christ Jesus and actually living our life with the mind of Christ and with an eternal perspective. How do we do that? It's a journey and it's a process, but there's joy in the process. There's joy in the waiting. And I really hope and pray that the reader will get there and they'll see that and they'll experience it. It's almost like I see, what I've done is I've shared my journey and I've shared my story of me walking along the path with Jesus. And I just really want to take the reader by the hand and say, come on, as you read this book, just take my hand. You're not alone. We're doing this thing together. I've journeyed it. Let's journey together. And I pray that they're inspired as they read and that they begin to see hope in their own life and in their own circumstance. And they can begin to see the hand of Jesus reaching out to them. And now suddenly it's not my hand they're holding, it's His. It's His hand. And then they can continue this journey with Jesus as they close that final chapter of the book and they're hearing from God afresh and anew. And now they're saying, wow, okay, created for the impossible. Break every hindering thought, believe what God says about you. And they've got it. They can believe it. They're hearing Him. And now they're ready to just jump out and do something, put action to their faith and just do something and bring it home and, go out and preach the gospel to all the nation, which, maybe that's their workplace. Maybe that is going into all the nations. Only God knows. But the reader's going to be encouraged. They're going to be inspired. I pray that a fresh hunger is stirred up in their heart, that they just suddenly find themselves just fearless with the Lord and knowing how much He loves them. And they're ready to do it. They're ready to go for it. They see it. I'm created for the impossible. God thinks I can do anything. Why not? If not now, when?